What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? You already know who it is. If you don't, now you do. It's your boy, Just a Gamer, and today we're bringing you that daily entertainment. Right now, I'm gonna show you a video clip of the 1v1 event that happens. I honestly don't know when it happens. I think it's Wednesday or is it Friday? I don't know when it happens, but here's a video of it. I'm gonna be going through what I did wrong, what I could improve on, maybe some tips on the Soul Dancer because I was using the Soul Dancer class. And then I'll probably talk about what the enemy did wrong. Basic review of my performance. That's what this video is about. So let's get it going. Right here, we're looking for a match, and we match up with a Blade Master. As soon as the match starts, the Blade Master does not use a Void, which is usually what you want to do. But it's good that she didn't use it as soon as it started. She used her dash first. That way she can, you know, get closer to me and be immune to my duck. And she can use a void once she lands. So it's a win-win there for her. But she barely uses it in this fight. I don't know why, but it was her decision not to. I was okay with it. Made my life 10 times easier. I'm not gonna complain. Right there, she uses the freeze, which I think is a useless EX because it's easy to avoid. As you can see, I dash right at the split seconds about to go off, and you become immune to it. So honestly think that EX is really useless. But yeah, most important thing for range character, just want to be running around. Usually, I prefer running in circles than running further away from my targets because then I have to run back to them to attack them. And that split second, I usually can't tell when a Blade Master is gonna use their dash. That's my preference, anyways. But yeah, she doesn't use her Void, and I abuse that. That's her fault right there. But to this match, I was super late for it. So right, yeah, right here, I'm telling my friends I'm super late for this 1v1. It's funny. And then our next match, we're going against. I think this is a gunslinger. Yeah, gunslinger. At first, I thought it was a. No, this is not a gunslinger. It's an assassin. At first, I thought it was a soul dancer, but it turns out it wasn't a soul dancer because I was getting ready to dash. But I didn't turn the assassin into a duck as soon as I could because the main fact when it comes to soul dancer is being patient. You can't just as soon as the countdown goes, you jump in and use your duck because that can be avoided. And once people avoid that, you're like you got nothing else left apart from your time lock. But that only works for like 3 seconds. But the duck is your main CC because you do more damage when they're in a duck form. So usually you want to save it and use it when you know it can't be avoided. That's why I always hold on to it. But yeah, right here, she's not using her shadow form enough. She's not using her stuns. She's just standing still and letting me hit her. Yeah, that's something you don't want to do. You always want to be running around. That way, it's harder for me to like time lock you when I turn you into a duck. And then we go for a third match here. This is the gunslinger I'm talking about. I thought this was a soul dancer for some reason. I didn't know why, so I didn't use my duck. But then when I used it, she ended up dashing. So she was reading me, man. It wasn't. Nah, she didn't read me. There's no way she read that. She just accidentally tapped door dodge and like avoided it. But right here, as you can see, I always move in a circle motion. Because I knew the gunslingers, you always want to be close range because there's really no disadvantage for you going close range apart from when it turns do their gun switch, which knocks you back. But that's easy to get up from. It's not big. I like sticking close to my target because I can time lock them. Because that's the most important thing. The freezing the time thing. I can't Like being close to your target is really important. Like right here, I don't know. He was AFK, probably making some lunch, probably making some sandwich. So he left his computer, and I I took advantage of that. And man, at first I was like, what? I gotta get this win. I had my try hard pants on, but then I saw he wasn't moving. I just left my auto attack on and went to make my own sandwich so that I could be full for the next fight that was about to happen. That fight wasn't too hard. Now this is a good fight. It's against the soul dancer, and I know she was a soul dancer for sure because she or he, whatever it is, I always see her or he around the map, so I know for a fact. You see right there when the match started, she dashed. Like if I was to use my duck there, I would have messed up. I would have wasted it right there. So she actually beat me to the duck. I don't think I turned her into a duck once. But yeah, she uses the dust buster right there. I'm like I can try to tank the damage she's gonna pull off, but I'm running in a circle. I use my light beacon to heal and avoid her CC because I thought her duck was about to be up. So I used it because you get 3 seconds immunity. That's why I used it right there so I can avoid the duck. But she didn't. Well, I guess I was wrong at that point. But yeah, this is me just running in a circle, trying to abuse my. Right there, you see, she unturned into a duck. That's because of her ally. I'm pretty sure 100% that was her ally that removed that debuff from her. So that was why she was able to hit me like that. But yeah, right there, right. I'm just gonna do damage. Right now is whoever does the most damage and whoever turns whoever to a duck. So I'm not even worried about thinking too hard about it. I'm just bashing buttons, and it seems to be working apparently. Yeah. So whenever I turn someone into a duck, for me to get the perfect timing, I usually turn them into a duck, and I use two skills, two damaging skills, and one auto attack, and then I freeze time to get the perfect stun lock. That way they're not able to move. Right there, I have no idea how she froze me, but she did freeze me because I didn't see the thingy underneath the EX skill. So she was already using Dustbuster. So I don't know what froze me there, but it did freeze me. So it didn't make any sense. But I kept on going anyways. Um, I think the EX skill I'm using is the landmine. I was just testing her out to see if it actually worked. I don't know. To me, I don't think it does enough damage, but we're just stunning each other. That match was not too. There's nothing exciting about it. Now this match, this Blade match. I think this is the Blade Master. This is a Blade Master. No, no, no. I don't even know what I'm talking about. This is another gunslinger. But as you can see, I'm running as soon as the match starts, I run close to her. I need to be close distance to her. That way I can chain my duck and my time lock with her. That's why I always go close. Even when we're fighting, I'm always close. If she knocks me back, it's not hard. Like it's not. See, she knocks me back up there. Like it's not like a BM that have 50 stuns, so it doesn't really matter if she knocks you back right there. But yeah, I'm staying close to her, putting the pressure on her. Right there, I just whiffed the time lock there. I messed up there. Honestly, just for this whole game, my biggest mistake was because I was late to the fight. I was trying to focus more and doing as much damage as I could. I wasn't even trying to like chain my stuns or I wasn't even playing smart. I was just in a rush. That's why I'm just using everything off cooldown because I'm just trying to win as much match as I can because I think we only had 10 I only had like 5 minutes or yeah 5 minutes left for the event, so I'm just rushing my thing. Right here I see I'm going against Twist and he's a Blade Master and I know that, so I switch my EX into Dustbuster because I know as soon as as soon as we start, I'm gonna need that defense that a Dustbuster gives you. Especially when you're a soul dancer, you don't have time to mess up anything with Blade Masters because of their stuns. So you cannot risk anything. And as soon as the match starts, Blade Master, the habit they have is they just dash straight towards you with their dash skill. Right here, I was timing the his void, so I kind of know exactly when it ends. That's when I switch to my duck so I can spam it. And there he has his counter. So another thing with Blade Master is when they do their counter, they stand still, right? And they bring out this glow shield on them. You can hit them, but make sure you're not close to them. Because if you're close to a Blade Master, when they're when they have their counter up, they can hit you. But if you're far, they cannot hit you. It just they just dash towards you, but they don't knock you up. So it's always good to do that. Right here, I think he just calls it a day. It's like I'm not chasing this. This is why I feel bad for. I kind of feel bad for melee characters because we run a lot, like a lot of running we do. So felt bad for him there because I think he just either his game crashed or he was like, I'm not dealing with this guy. So right here, I try to predict when she was gonna dash on me, but I messed that up. This was a really good fight. So I'm kiting her around in circles like I like to do. Trying to do as much that. Oh, right there, her counter. Like because I was in a hurry, I wasn't even thinking. She used her counter, and I just hit her without thinking. Usually, I don't hit anything. I just run away from you and go heal. But there, she dashes again. Her dash cooldowns are super fast, so it's hard for me to time down one. But I knew I could time when her void was off. That's when I turned her into a ducky. Like right here, I have about 20 more seconds for me before I can turn her into a duck. And I knew she was gonna do that dash thing. That's why I pre-dashed. That way I can get an immunity. And she happened to use her dash, which I got immune to, so she couldn't dash towards me. And there I go again, running in a circle. I just like running in circles because it's better than just running farther away from your character opponent, from the guy you're fighting. Right there, her void expires, and I see the chance, and I use it time lock because you can get. And there, I use light beacon because I so that I can get that CC immunity for 3 seconds because I thought she was gonna use her stun as soon as she got up, but she didn't, which was good on her part. And then she uses. See, my biggest mistake there was for this fight. My biggest mistake was not being patient. I was rushing too much. Like I would see her use her counter, and I would just hit it anyways because I was just trying to do as much damage as I could, and that would hurt me bad. But luckily, I think I have a better gear advantage than her. So look at right there. She used her counter, but I wasn't. I'm like, nah, not today. I've fallen for that trick more than 5 times now, so I'm not gonna fall for it again. And yeah, and it just goes down here from here. There's nothing left. I just wait for her. Oh, so when you see me use my heal and then my CC, I'm just using, I don't know what their names are called because I'm not really good with names, but I do that so that I can get the 10% damage reduction at the time lock. I think it's called time lock. I have no idea what it's called, but I was using it for the CC reduction. Not the CC, the damage reduction because I need that. And here is another fight. It's pretty good against the Blade Master. I think this one is the last fight, but it was super close. Right there, she did what any other Blade Master would do: start voids first. But I would always start dash if I was a Blade Master. Use your dash first before you use your void. It just makes it that much longer. And right here, we're just going around. I'm trying to kite her as much as I can. I used my Dust Buster there because I knew her stun was coming up, and I didn't want to take a lot of damage. Right here, I'm about to switch because I know because it looks like she. Oh, and see there, right there. When I tried to turn it into a duck, I knew her skill was off cooldown, and I was right about when I was gonna use it. She uses her shield. She actually did really good here because she saw that her CC immunity was off. So she used her EX skill, which gave her another CC immunity. That's how she avoided that duck. But basically, I just run around. Like, I run around that I'm still close to you, but I'm kind of far away from you. See right there? She uses a counter, but I can't be messing around with this Blade Master because I know this one hits hard, especially. So I was trying to play extra safe here. She uses a EXE message. She uses Creed right there, which I don't think is a good move for Blade Master to have anyways. But she uses it there, she whips it. None of my flyers run away from it. Right there I use my light beacon to get that CC immunity. And then I run back to where my other clone was so I can get more heals. Sometimes if you stay where you put your heal, she can just beat you down and your heals are useless. So I just kite around the heal and go to the location where the clone was to take more healing. But yeah, in this match, we're just running around trying to do as much damage as I can. Whenever she uses that berserk, I can't tell if her CC is like her void is off or not. So I always whiff to that. But here, I'm just running around, still trying to maintain my distance. And I'm trying to pre-dash because I try to predict when she uses her dash to catch up to me. So I always try to pre-dash right there. But she is playing smart and she's not using it as soon as it's off cooldown. She's waiting for me to like waste my dash. Then she will use it. But yeah, this was a super good match, man. It was stressful. I was just hoping if she would have stunned me, like stun locked me here, I would have been done. So I was pretty lucky on this part because she was wasting some of her important skills that like stutter you to use as gap closers, but which wasn't really good. And sometimes you see that tree there. I usually don't go around that tree because it breaks the line of sight, and they can use that blossom thing to catch up to get closer to you. But if they're targeted on you, they can't use it until they're very close to you. But once you lose the target range, they can freely use it. So I was trying to not be in the middle of that tree so she can see it. And then she uses a counter. I'm not gonna hit you. I'm just gonna sit here and heal. Yeah, and that's all she wrote for this fight. It was a good fight. I think this was the last fight too before the event ended. I was pretty sad because I only got like 4 fights in 8 fights or whatever it is. Right here, I'm typing because I know it's over. Like the event is done. But yeah, we ended up getting 8 wins and 100% win. But that wasn't. I'll show you the stats right here. Yeah. So we ended up top three, which was not bad for. I usually go with gunslinger, but soul dancers are all right because I hate being soul dancers for this because they don't do enough damage. But yeah, the fights were super good. My biggest mistake for this whole thing is not being patient. As a soul dancer or gunslinger, you have to be patient, fighting a blade master. You need that patience because of that counter. And you need to keep your eyes open too for whenever they try to use their dash. Because when they catch up to you, man, that's very scary. But yeah, that was the 1v1 event. It was pretty fun, but I still got a lot of work to do to improve on. I got a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I'll see you guys next video. I don't know what I'm doing for the next video, but I'll see you guys later. Peace.